company, Batale Duga Bungaji, Kaimujida, Batura Kakayumujida, Mungaji, Batura A Company, Bungaji, Batura Duga Mungaji, Bakudi, Batura A Company, Mungaji, Batura Kakayumujida.
This is Barnaby Phillips reading from Another Man's War. From Isaac's or Schuman's perspective, that of the colonised, things look very different. The events of the early 1940s are not cast in black and white, but in shades of grey. Seen from Nigeria or Burma, Britain is less heroic and far from selfless. It was a great power under attack, and it mobilised its imperial resources in order to protect its far-flung possessions against other emerging empires. Standing alone? Hardly. Australians, New Zealanders, Canadians and white Southern Africans all played their part. But millions of the empire's less favoured peoples were also co-opted into the British war effort. Basutus and Swazis were taken from the mountains of southern Africa to fight in the deserts of North Africa and on the long slog up the Italian peninsula. The Caribbean Regiment also fought in Italy. East and West Africans fought first in Somalia, then Abyssinia, and then they travelled across the Indian Ocean, where they joined Punjabis, Baluchis and Gurkhas to play their part in the recapture of Burma from the Japanese. So on and so on. Were the British really fighting for freedom? In Europe, perhaps. But when it comes to Asia, that seems a generous interpretation of their motives. The Burmese would discover that British rule was more humane than that of Japan, but they made it clear they preferred to live under neither. General Slim wrote that the Japanese army had to be destroyed and smashed as an evil thing. However, the war in Burma was less a struggle of good against evil than it was one for wealth and influence. And in waging that struggle, Britain depended to a large extent on the sacrifice and courage of others, of men like Isaac and Schumann. Once these others had served their purpose, they were forgotten.
Wow.